This is Rooster Shop. I haven't uploaded video in 3 months. There wasn't a lot of progress made there for a while, I'll be honest with you. The guy who was helping me with the welding that I don't trust myself to do, his kids are out for school for the summer, obviously. So it was hard for him to come here because they're younger, and as you can see, there's nothing behind me. About 2 weeks ago, I said, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of not making progress. I didn't know what to do to fix it. And I've been farting around on it, but the steps weren't happening, what we needed done. So I got a car trailer, borrowed it from somebody, and loaded it up and took it to his place. That way, we're both firefighters. We work on the same shift, luckily, so I can just go there. All his welding stuff's there. He doesn't have to bring a trailer. He can use his stick welder or his wire feed welder, or if he needs to TIG something, it's all there. All his tools, everything. Doesn't have to load anything up. He was just bringing his truck here with his big generator stick welder, which isn't the best welding. Or cleanest anyways. So we did that. We've been making a lot of progress now. I don't have any video of it because he's not a big fan of, he lives out in the country. He is kind of old school, doesn't like people seeing his property, being on his property, doesn't let a lot of people out there. So luckily he let me come out there and let me bring my truck out there. He's keeping it in his big shed for me. He's doing a lot for me. So I don't really have any video, but I do have pictures I'll post at the end of this after you guys see everything that I had kind of done leading up to that whole situation. But first, let me thank you guys if you are watching this for sticking around. I know it's been a while, not a lot of progress or updates, well, none at all updates, but we're getting there. Once I get that truck back here, we're going to be making progress because I'll have things I can do. Thank you. But first, let me show you something I got. Okay. Not the best, it's a titanium welder, it is what it is. But at this point in my life, I am the inhibiting factor, not any welder. Big upgrade from that piece of hunk. I went to a pawn shop, was just looking around, didn't know what I was gonna find. The owner of the pawn shop had bought this 2 months prior. Unfortunately, he had a heart attack. Bad for that, but he had this and his doctor wasn't gonna let him weld anymore. This does stick, it does wire feed, you can do TIG, it does 110 or 240, came with a tank, came with the cart. Everything here, besides my welding helmet, came with it. $400. A guy can't pass that up. So there we are, we got that. Over here's a little sneak peek, things you might see in the future. I don't really want to pull this all out again, but these are headers, as you can see. They are fender well headers, as you cannot see. I had the some hooker headers I had picked up, used from a junkyard. They were little shorties, like block hugger ones. Didn't work once we got the motor sitting in there. Had those long tube headers, obviously did not even come close to working. This is our option. Unless I cut the frame, widen it, that ain't happening. I want to keep the frame. So yeah, there we go. Let's get into the video. I appreciate you guys. Welcome to Rooster Shop. All right, so today I think the goal is to kind of go in here with a wire wheel, clean some of this old caulking out of here and kind of see what we're dealing with. We'll eventually seal that back up. Probably Probably leave this for now. I don't know, we'll see. I'd need to get some sheet metal to patch that if I pull that out, but I think it's kind of cool. You know, not a lot of them have that under the seat heater, the butt heater. As far as these floor pans, I did end up ordering some and finding some online. That side should be good all up there. It's pretty solid. This side, not so much. Little peeky holies. So we'll have to fix that up. I'll probably end up having to cut, I'm guessing about till the end of that rust. Get that out and put some sheet metal there, and then put the floor pan in. I mean, she's fairly solid, but might get a little wet and cold sometimes. I got those. I'm gonna throw that in here so you can kind of see they fit pretty good. I mean, they're made exactly for this truck. I was pretty happy that I found them, and they're pretty good quality. They're not gonna sit in perfect, obviously right now with it still in here, but come on. But they fit pretty good. Got the little lip overhang on the side. Have to pull that, you know, what's left of the rubber molding off. Probably get all new seals too. But yeah, fit pretty good. I think they're gonna work. The other side fits really good. It does have that cutout for the brake master and the battery. The battery one's fine because I'm gonna put my battery there, you know? It's just cool. I have the cover. The cover's still in good shape, but I'll end up welding that closed with some metal, sheet metal. Yeah, so let's get to cleaning all this up and digging out all this crap back here. All right, so we got it all pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that all out so I can clean underneath it and everything. It doesn't look like it really, but I'm getting ready to run the vacuum in here. You see I got a lot of that cleaned out. I'm gonna try to vacuum down in that crack and kind of get it in all here. I might take the little brush and kind of get some of the corners where I couldn't get. But I'm gonna vacuum all this up and I'll show you what it looks like. Figured I'd let you guys in on the enjoyment, because there's nothing better than power washing something that's really dirty or vacuuming something like this. So you're welcome. Uh-oh, battery change. Be right back. Where were we? Beer? No. Carburetor. Installing the brake. Pedal. We were vacuuming. Okay, sorry, yes. Back to vacuuming. Okay, so here's, the final-ish product. I'm sure when I go to actually do this, I'll end up kind of running over it again, vacuuming it again, obviously, before I lay the Pour 15 down once we get these new floor pans in. But I'm pretty happy with how solid. I know that those corner pieces, they're like, that one's got some nails in it. I don't know. I'm just going to leave that and go over it. But for the most part, I mean, it's solid, and under the seat, pretty solid. There's that hole that I drilled when I was washing her when I got her. I'll just fill that up with some weld. But I'm gonna end up, got a little paint left right there even. I'm gonna end up going back underneath the truck once I get those floor pans in, because I'll end up painting the top and the bottom of them and doing the same thing basically on the underside. And probably, I'm guessing it would be a good idea to go ahead and hit everything underneath there with the Pour 15 also. Just protect it, because I live in Kansas, we like to use salt. So it's gonna be pretty good in here, I think. I think we're in for some good business. All right, well, there we go, there's that. A guy was just thinking, what if we didn't do the Pour 15 on the floor? And I'm gonna do this to simulate it, but what if we, once I get those floor pans in and everything, if I went over all of this with the same stuff that I'm gonna do on the outside of the truck? Let's try it with this and see. Obviously this will not be, exactly what it's gonna look like, because it's clear coat, but at least this will give us an idea of maybe what it could look like. I think this would probably be better than doing, look-wise, what I'm going for than the Pour 15, because I'd still get like those little flashes of the colors coming through, and I like that. That's the whole look that I'm going for. So let's just see. Probably gonna regret this later. Have to clean all this off if I do end up doing the Pour 15, but it still does kind of, I'm sure the other stuff won't have this black of a look, but that might be the move. And especially like on this seat frame, like on the sides it still has some of the color. That might be what I want to do. And then I could still just do the whole inside of the cab, really. Because up here, above the 7-8 inches that are along the wall right there, it's all good. Food for thought. Okay, so the guy that's been helping me, he just came and we figured out the pinion angle and everything. I have one of those little round, degree things. Set it on the tongue there. This is sitting at 2 degrees right now. We tacked those spring perches on. I did take a little Christmas tree bit because these bolts going down and the leaf springs was a little too big to fit inside the holes of those, so I kind of opened them up a little bit more, but not a big deal, pretty easy. Tacked those on, so I went and had me some U-bolts made. These are the original plates, which they should be fine. They're gonna work out just fine. I'll put them on top like that. Got 4 of these. These are 8 inches long, I believe. Give us a little bit extra just sticking out just in case. Don't wanna have them, the nut just barely on there like that or anything. You want a little extra behind it. So I'm gonna get those bolted on. Those are tacked on. He's gonna finish those up when I get the truck to his house, but getting it rolling, this is gonna help us a lot. If I do have to take it somewhere for something, it's movable now. Big deal, big deal. He possibly has some, because like I said, this is the rear end out of a 68 Nova. So different bolt pattern than the front, than the wheels I used to get this here. He thinks he has some sitting around out at his place. Just throw some tires on those and old girl will be able to be pushed around. So yeah, I'm gonna get these on. And then I kinda will tell you the plan for the floor pans. I might start mocking those up, getting it cut out. So here we go. All right, let's get these kind of hand tight, and you know what? I'm gonna clean these up with the wire wheel first because they're a little crusty. Let's do that. Turned you guys back this way, wouldn't it? Oh, don't. What's that scary movie where like they've filmed it on the phone or something? Like these things take over the world or try to, I don't remember what it's called. Everything's in like night vision. People got motion sickness from it. I don't know, help me out with that one. I don't know what it was called. Come on, work. Come on, come on, come on, come on now. Oh, you gotta take on business. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Look at it. Oh yeah. Oh, might have to take a little bit off of those babies. They're a little too long, but all they had was, I needed, I guess when I said they were 8 inches earlier, I was lying. Sorry, I didn't mean to. But I wanted 8 inch, and all they had was 6 3/4 and 8 3/4, and the 6 3/4 would have not worked. So if I have to, I guess I'll just trim some of these off and hope I don't mess up any of the threads. I'm going to play that so I can get this back on easier. The only issue I can think is with them being this long. This outside one won't be an issue. It'll be the inside one because they'll hit the bump stop in the frame if this thing really gets weighed down or hits something. So I'll probably have to definitely end up trimming them off. And you guys know a lot of things about greasers. I'm really having troubles finding. These were sent with greasers from DCN Classics, but they don't want to screw in. So I don't know. I need to just contact them. And then these pins up here, hopefully you guys can see that. The bushings, I guess. They were not sent with anything, but I went and got some greasers. I thought they were a certain size. I measured them, and I bought a whole like a array little box with a bunch of different ones, and none of them fit in that either. So I don't know. That's a struggle too. There's a lot of struggles going on, but you know, we're still going. At least this is working out. That's a plus. Do these washers go a certain way? You know, they have the thing stamped on that side. Is that supposed to go up or down? I don't know. It probably doesn't matter. Who knows? This is how I talk to myself inside my head when there's no sound, just so you guys know. They're not special. This will be nice to have a rear end on this thing. Come on. Get on there. Come on. No? I got a little finicky thread there. What's going on? Come on, talk to me. What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Huh? Help me. Help me. Okay, maybe this other one was on there, and that's just the one that it's happy with. Maybe U-bolts, or yeah, U-bolts only mate with one nut their whole life. I don't know. That's probably, yeah. Maybe they're like the animal kingdom. Maybe they have multiple lives. It's true. They only make one nut for their whole life. Aren't they something? Who would have thought? Almost there. Sorry, guys. I won't show you the other side because nobody wants to watch me do this twice, let alone once. Oh, there we go. All right. Get that other side on. And then we'll tighten them up. Okay. Go, unless you want to watch it twice. I mean, tell me, yes or no? No? Okay. That's what I thought. Voila. Got them bolted on, so now I can move it. That's nice. You know what, let's double check the angle while we're here. See if you guys can call me out if I got it wrong. All right, we kind of had it right. Nope, not right there. No. Not. Come on, will it work this way? Let's see. Looks like we're at like 3. Kind of hard to tell with the glare for you guys. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 degrees. So these mounts that I got, we are not going to use these. We're going to use the ones that are on the block, but the frame mounts that go with them, we're not going to use those. So hopefully I can return those. But what we are going to use is that. How the hell is that going to work? Well, what we're doing is, this is 2 3/8. Fits perfect. It's got a 1/4 inch wall. Hefty duty. Lots of strength. We're going to take that, and it's going to be at an angle, obviously. It's going to run, where we box this frame in, it's going to run down at an angle. Well, might not be much of an angle. We're going to try to get it as low as we can. Come off there right at those mounts and just run a bolt through them. So, if that makes sense. Well, if it doesn't, let me draw you a picture. What's that? I don't know. Somebody else must have left it here. So, not left-handed, let me switch hands. So here, you're looking down level at the frame like this. So here's the left frame, the right frame, and you got the cross member here, but I'm not gonna draw it for the sake of blocking the view. It's boxed in right here, that's what we added. It was a C channel before. So, here's the engine. We'll try to, center it up better than that, but we'll have the motor mounts are right here, say, and right here. That tubing's gonna get cut right and slide right into those like that.
You know, maybe, you know, more of an up angle like that or something, but general idea. And then we'll just run a bolt through there and bolt through there. So yeah, pretty simple. And obviously these will be, you know, like 45 or whatever, to where that's inside of that frame. Whoa. That's coming off, and it will be, you know, cut to an angle here, coming up like that, be welded on all four sides. Maybe this is a better way of drawing it. And then that mount you have right there, it slides inside that. And the bolt right through the center right there. So yeah, there you go. So what I'm gonna do, come in here and just free up any of this metal that's still attached here. For now, until I get the new floorboard, like get ready to put them in and block it, I'm gonna cut around this for now. I don't know if that's gonna do any good because I don't think it's attached to anything. But, or maybe I'll just try to go ahead and block the frame. I don't know, I don't have any more floor jacks. I don't know what I'm gonna do. We'll probably just go for it and see what happens, if we're gonna be honest here. And then back here, just to play it safe at the beginning, I'll probably just go right a little bit ahead of the front of that transmission tunnel and just cut along there. And then I'll probably cut right here inside of that little bevel, basically inside of this bevel almost, no, I guess not, that's quite a bit ahead of it, but because this wraps down around, let me get out of the way so you guys can see, down into here. And so I got these screws out. There's two on the other side I haven't got out yet. I've been soaking them, but this metal shoots down inside here, so I'm probably gonna have to kind of pry this out a little bit, or I'm hoping if I just cut inside there, then I can kind of get it from the inside too and work that piece out, because these do have that overhang. So this is exactly how this is, but it's just all rusted. It's got that lip up there and everything. And I'll show you guys kind of how it sits in there. So really, I should just be able to cut that bevel along that bevel that's right underneath there the whole way. But I just don't want to take out too much. Yeah. Is that gonna scoot over more? No, yeah, well, a little bit because I'm on over the edge here. Now it's be about where it's gonna sit. I mean, it lines up pretty well. All right, let's get to cutting. Okay, so I can't quite get this back set down in there, but it's because it's hitting right there. And I think that's because I don't have this where it can slide down and in there and kind of get back behind there like it's supposed to, with all that other one cut out fully. So that's kind of where I can get it right now. But as you can see, like I said, it's obviously gonna need some patching there, but yeah, so let's see. So I could really, that right there, I could go ahead and take straight back and along right there. So I'll probably do that real quick. I mean, I got a little hole of rust right there anyways, so cut right back to where that is and along here like I did the rest of it. And then we'll probably call that good for now. Because like I said, I don't really want to cut those out until I'm ready to weld these floor pans in and get the new cab mount in there, which I have 2 new ones. So I might clean this side up a little bit and then we'll get on that side and start cutting. Alright, so we got this fairly cleaned up. I got to go up front and probably reach that from up front. And we kind of got this cross member, or that's kind of where the drive shaft shot through, and it's kind of just a middle cross member for the frame, I'm guessing, in the cab to sit on right there. So I'm gonna put on some music, some headphones, and get jamming away, and I'll show you guys it when I'm done. Okay, so it's a few days later, won't lie to you. I've been cleaning up the bottom of the truck, the frame rails, everything like that. I'm gonna take a break from that because I ordered some new shocks for the front and back. The back doesn't have any on it, clearly, like you guys have seen, but the front still does. So I just sprayed those down with PB Blaster the last like 2 days. We're gonna try to pop those off because they are coming in tomorrow. I'll be at work, but then that next day, hopefully I can make sure they fit. I probably won't put them on yet. The rear ones I might go ahead and put on, make sure they fit with the new, or with the brackets that used to be on it. On the new axle, they seem to be the same diameter. Make sure that all bolts up, but I probably won't leave them on because they'll just be hanging, and I'm not sure if that's good on them, and who knows how long they will just be hanging. So yeah, let's work on those front ones. Pull in my driveway. Get out here. Get. Who are you? Come on, people, be courteous. They just drove in my yard. Sprinkler systems, people. Okay, so I just recorded a whole video of me taking these out. It wasn't recording. But I got these out, as you can see. They're really not doing much damaging. So I'm gonna clean up the threads, get these nuts back on so I don't lose them. And we're gonna get back to cleaning the frame. That'll be fun. Oh, and just, not to toot my own horn, but I looked at these babies before I got taken off, and I was like, 3/4. Nailed it. First time that's ever happened, probably last. All right, cleaning the frame, here we go. So guy was thinking, I was having troubles getting to the frame there, and then I sat in this one and sanded the whole inside because I'm going to paint them black just to keep them from rusting. make it all look good. And I was like, why am I doing this? Just do this. It was, yes, I'm here. I'm going this far. I mean, look at this place. I'm going this far, just do it. So we did it. It took me a minute. I'll show you on that side before I fully get it off. But there were 2 bolts here. I didn't find it first, but you have to open the door and get to them in that hole and that hole. You can see that how I kind of figured out. You can see this nut inside the wheel well on the outside, but this one I couldn't. It was like back behind it. I'll show you on the other side. So first you have to, I don't have all of these off yet. You got to take that upper one off on that bolt, or that hook, sorry, for the hood. That one, then the top one off of that one. And I'm gonna leave this bottom one in, just one less thing to keep track of. And then you have to take that one off, and then that's the one where you can see, ooh, finger went a little wobbly. Had a few too many twisted T's. Not really. You can see that one, but you can't see the other one. So one of them is not like the other. So get those off. Luckily, believe those nuts are welded in place because neither of them spun on me. And if one breaks loose on you, you are, I don't even want to mention it. Let's not go there. So, yeah, let's get this side off. See, you can see I kind of cleaned her all up. But once I get her down with the wire wheel, I'll hit her again, get her a little bit better. Here we go. So I'm sure you guys have noticed this is the driver's side. You can kind of see this line right here where it was. I got it. It's like out now. It's pretty smooth. This was indented probably, I don't know, an inch. There's just a big dent right here. And I took a rubber mallet because I've kind of watched a few videos here and there just seeing guys do it. So the tension was all in this curve right here. So normally the old me would have just taken and just beat all right here on the inside to try to push this out. But what I did, I hit this a few times just to see what I could get. And then I took a rubber mallet on the outside and just hit along this crease right here. And what you're doing is relieving the tension there because all the tension's built up right here. So I hit that, and even without me hitting this, it kind of started to work itself out. So I kept working this line right here, this hard crease. And then I went back in here and did hit it a few more times with that mallet, trying not to make too much damage. I'll probably go along here and try to clean this up a little bit more, but I mean, look at the truck, not too worried about it. I just wanted to get the main part of this out. So if you were looking at this, you just didn't see a huge dent in. I'm not too worried about this little ripple here or anything like that. But first time I had actually tried that and it worked really well. So there's a tip for you guys. Obviously got them all off. I won. So now I can get to all this. I mean, you can see what I wasn't able to get to. And then this might make putting in that floor pan a little easier. What we're gonna do, I'm not gonna show you guys it, but I'm gonna clean up the rest of this frame up here that I haven't been able to get to, put in some headphones, get jamming, You guys have seen me sand and grind enough. You don't want to see it. So I'm just going to get to it, get to working. It's nothing you guys don't know how to do. And made some progress today, I'd say. Pretty dang good progress. I'm going to get to work. All right, so kind of already primed this one in just some spots where I got down to bare metal along these ridges and stuff. I just hit with a light coat of primer. Didn't really do the whole thing. Now I'm going over it with the Pour 15. Looking pretty good for just brushing it on. But I'm gonna set this up and you guys can watch me, I guess. If you really want to. You can watch me paint and then you can watch the paint dry. Wow. I mean, going down the road, it should look great. If you look at it too closely, I mean, it's... Might do another coat in some few spots, I'm guessing. Had some grease left in some of those spots, maybe. Not sure. I did wipe it down a couple times, blew it off a couple times, but obviously not good enough. But I mean, yeah, it'll be all right. We ain't going for perfection. We don't want to look too good. Then it won't match anything else.
I ain't rich, but I damn sure wanna be. Working like a dog all day ain't working for me. I wish I had a rich uncle that'd kick the bucket and I was sitting on a pile like Warren Buffett. I know everybody says money can't buy happiness, but it can buy me a boat. It can buy me a truck to pull it. It can buy me a Yeti 110 ice down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Well, maybe so, but it can buy me a boat. They call me redneck, white trash, and blue collar, but I could change all that if I had a couple $1 million. I keep hearing that money is the root of all evil, and you can't fit a camel through the eye of a needle. I'm sure that's probably true, but it still sounds pretty cool, cause it could buy me a boat. It could buy me a truck to pull it. It can buy me a Yeti 110 ice down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Well, maybe so, but it can buy me a boat to float down on the water with a beer. I hear the Powerball lotto is sitting on 100 mil.
I've been sitting here trying to find myself. I get behind myself. I need to rewind myself. Looking for the payback. Listen for the playback. They say that every man bleeds just like me, and I feel like number one, yet I'm last in line. I watch my youngest son, and it helps to pass the time. I take too many pills, it helps to ease the pain. I made a I feel the same. Everybody